What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review. And last night I watched something on Netflix that's brand new and is currently #1 for movies on Netflix, starring Joey King, directed by a man that goes by MCG. He has also directed things like Charlie's Angels, The Babysitter, Killer Queen, which looks like a follow-up to that. This Means War, I liked that movie back in the day. Tom Hardy, Chris Pine. Terminator Salvation, haven't seen. Charlie's Angels, a second one, it looks like. Family Switch, he's done a few things, but today we're talking about 2024's Uglies. Interesting way. I feel like it should be The Uglies. The Uglies. Uglies. Ugly. Uglies. I don't know. Uglies. I don't know. Why does that sound so weird coming out of my mouth? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But, you know, this is a short 102-minute movie, you know, a little bit over 90-minute, hour and a half, 90-minute movie. We're talking, what, hour 42-minute movie. I like how short movies have become lately, you know. Nothing like, you know, the olden days in American Werewolf of London where the whole movie's about 92 minutes or something like that. And it's still a banger of a movie. This does drag in some little parts, but overall, you know, it's not as bad as Atlas. Some of you may remember when Atlas came out and I gave that not so stellar of a review. It just wasn't great, and it's just another one of these Netflix movies. Unfortunately, I think this is another one of those Netflix movies. It's not great, you know. It's it's an interesting story. I was really here for Tally Youngblood, played by Joey King, and she did a great job. And then Shay, her friend, I was really invested in that. And the way that this ends, there could be maybe even an Uglies 2. Too ugly. Chase Stokes' character, you know, I know him from Outer Banks. He hasn't really done a whole lot of acting in movies, but, you know, if you have seen Outer Banks also on Netflix, he's from that. Keith Powers, he played David. I know him from Straight Outta Compton. I believe he plays Dr. Dre's younger brother. But either way, you know, it was a decent cast, decent movie, better than Atlas, I would say, but still not great. Overall, I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. You know, it's okay, it's not great. It was a good enough story that it kept me, you know, following along, but at the same time kept me kind of like, what the fuck's good here? You know, what am I doing watching this? Like, is this worth my time? But then at the same time, at the end, I was like, yeah, that was worth it. If there was a second one, maybe I'd watch it. Mostly just to see what happens to poor Shay. You know, if you know what I mean. But there's like a love square between Joey King, Shay, Chase Stokes, and Keith Powers. You know, the David in Paris knows. The four of them that are all on this poster here, they each kind of have a little love moment-ish between Joey King's character and her. And I don't know, maybe in the second movie she's finally got to choose which one she loves, you know what I mean, type of deal. And you guys know me, I'm a sucker for a love story, so if that's the case, I'm in, you know? Like, you know, like I watched this entire movie and I was like, damn, did I just stick around just to see if this love story pans out? And then it just like kind of doesn't, you know? It's still good, you know, events that's happening around that, but like, I shouldn't have been sticking around just for the love story, you know what I mean? There is some CGI, like, skateboarding in this that, you know, because they're supposed to be set in the future, so technology is extra crazy and shit. So there's some campy, weird parts in this, but at the same time, I was like, I kind of dig that. You know, like, there's the skateboarding scene in particular. I was like, where have I seen stuff like this? And I think maybe I've seen it in other places as well. But the first thing that jumped into mind was James Franco's little hover skateboard type thing that he had as a glider in Spider-Man 3 back in '07. But I swear there was like a hovering skateboard like this in another movie I've seen recently. Fairly recent. So if there's another movie out there that you could think of with a hovering skateboard in it, comment that below. And if you have any other movie recommendations, I'd love to hear those down in the comment section below. Drop those down there. And stay tuned for later today. There will be another spooky season movie coming out. Just talking about Halloween and spooky season, and I'm really getting in that vibe of heading into Halloween, of the monster movies and the werewolves, the vampires, you know. So if you got some spooky season movies for me, drop those down below. And hopefully you check out both these videos today. Go check out Uglies on Netflix, and go check out the other one later today coming out on the YouTube channel, and I believe that movie's streaming on Prime. So stay tuned, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace.